Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Ask the Coach with me, Velani Jacob, another consulting. Thank you, Livla, with the viewing page. Livla stop come through live through the page Plex Espressos, but you know follow page yet. Please follow page follow all episodes of me stop put them out Ask the Coach. Last session, we've been go through one episode income. We talked about income the last session, Yumi. Yumi been got Chris with him Yumi the last session Yumi. Yumi have got him today, but hopefully the next session by him stop with him Yumi. So the last session Yumi, we've been talk about Yumi been identifying one of now income law so small businesses. But Yumi been talk about mainly to say record keeping very important lo time where Yumi stop conducting business Yumi, and also Yumi touch lo planning. Before you come to make one business, you must plan them good first time. You got one analysis, one them now, you want them make them before you go into business, right? So today, but you may go through expenses, one small business. More me glad, cut with them you meet today, one guest where me start with them you meet today. Me one business teacher. By me give him time lehem, by me introduce him one after you may go into episode for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Velani. Good evening, Yumi everyone. My name is Jackenson Falau, and me start training business for the past more than 10 years. And me want them tell them thank you, Velani. We have invited me, Yumi, to have a story about them. Today, where me talk about them expenses. Me really interest time you me come to talk about them on businesses from whenever me look me affect them you me today a lot of businesses Vanuatu me planning also you've been mention them well last episode you've been talk about them and me one important something business where play me from say without planning by you mean no save where place you me stop go
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, planning is one very important something from say lo planning now. So we been telling lo last episode. You got all talk where you come lo all talk where you Mr. Yuzum well talk lo English where you call them budgeting budgeting, sales forecasting, or you look for it lo one now business play you hemi suppose lo cut from there you got planning blue what you got one good for planning by me helping you too blue you stop within all expenses play or business play so suppose you want small business where you start watch me hope you start follow good video from one sickness one sickness where you may also small businesses you may need them we may come to make a business you may need plus service or you may last last episode you may must survey how we make all recordings you me too. That you may plan finish. You may plan finish after na you may carry out plan. You may time start carry out plan. Be recording to come into place.
Yeah. So yeah. Some say the episode today you need to talk about them expenses.
Right.
Well, expenses. Just also the last episode you talk about them income. Where money come in. Expenses. Opposite plan. Money where me go out. Now expenses business very important manage them good all expenses where go out. Suppose you no manage them good by kind of some way saman also talam say pocket pro
Yeah.
Money come no more pay ko. Suppose you manage them by you manage them expenses by no service spend unnecessarily especially one business.
Exactly. After by you taking pictures, them income. Usually, small business, but you miss have say income. You me excited. You me look say how much you miss karami kama. You me so excited. Look say okay. End of the day, me karami me kampe. Expenses me one or something where really say you me need. You me take control them from say full up time. You me just check no more say be meetings me make be flash sale also me be. Naya money go from say you got full up streams for expenses where at least go outside more time you may not really consider them you mi look lo place ya pa you mi check say okay man na suita lam pocket prok I convenience be after ikono mo you mi no say ko where. And there's two different types of expenses lo one business. I mean one fixed only talam lo English and fixed cost with them all variable cost. Would you like to elaborate lo side lo fixed cost to more variable cost lo small business plimi well is watch at least only save.
Okay, thank you, Veleni. Fixed cost, I mean just simply name a fixed, I mean define one. Also more fixed, I mean say fixed cost, I mean one expense where me fixed this stuff, but you know save change. For example, but you take a suppose you start rent them one place, plus make salem retail shop you. Rent plus you, I mean one fixed from say part time say landlord, I mean give him you amount. Suppose for example, 30,000 lo 1 month, 30,000 I mean fixed here now. Every month, but you pay fixed. Whereas variable, I mean no fixed, I mean fluctuate. For example, you rent them building lo 30,000 lo 1 month is. But suppose you say you use some electricity, but you look in by I mean vary. Okay, I mean no stop sema. So I mean a difference between fixed and variable cost. Electricity, I mean one example lo variable cost. Rent, I mean one example lo fixed cost. I mean stop fixed. So I mean one small explanation lo two terms fixed and variable cost.
Thank you, Jackenson. So yes, you want small business where you start watch. You must really get on top of things, side expenses especially. Very important that you master them. How you me spend the money blue me. One more something else you been discussed before you come live video. It's something about people seeing other one small business you look narula one and we cut one something after him to one them cut one something or some narula person and cut.
Yes, you true. Also say you Mr. Talem say by again you come back lo planning. Suppose you know plan them you with them all expenses way by you cut lo week by you come lo meet him that you know plan them you by you used to look him that used to run niko lo business play used to own niko but used to look him lo expenses one araman emi pay one something where you look him say you like him but emi because emi come lo place play but emi no need lo business. So that's how I come back lo I come back lo talk lo mi lo first place is suppose you no manage them expenses by me come on some pocket prok ya. But money come be go out from say you used to copy him one araman. You no copy him one araman or nara business when them make him you too you make him. You make him you plan them you follow them plan for you or you keep to your expense. Lo make him say you at the end you look say no me at least business for me make one money lo end lo me minus them every expenses for me business make one profit but suppose you say you no manage them no more you start copy other people by you me still no save make them good profit for me.
Yes. So I think it all comes back to you back again. You think things. If running, you start making business, yeah. Suppose you start making, you start cut competition with another man. By hemena, by make him say you start look say another man, you make one something. But after you do say no, by him no winning me. Me to me must make us say, koko you end up pocket prok business prok down. You me want them say me that you make business, you make got sustainability lehem, and or something you know, you come together. Make them say you make one sustainable business. Yes.
One or something when we want them at them lo veleni. Also say maybe you want to make them expenses from you expect them so one customer plo me talem promise me plo ipem protakya lo data. After make them say you say no pa expense pa me pem one them away me pem one them me want them lo manis ya from lo and lo manis pa money give money. You know, tremblo putum trust lo one money we receive it from say by inokuti para license business play from you meet up come back town lo cash flow cash flow you make sure say money we by sustain them you lo money siya lo by meet him every expenses play by me must flow is all time you know make him expenses play you lo you pay some trust play lo one money we no come inside pay one money promise you. You never trust them from say aita pa emi tilem pa ino might pem lo manisa after pa place na pa you cut one cap we no cut one cash stop lo you have meeting expenses ya.
I think that's a very good point, Jackenson. From full up time, all kind of semester happen lo all small business too. You affect them, you really affect them cash flow. Blow one business time where you missed up make them kind practice also. So yes.
Also, MM also say ikampak paiken lo yumi also all business small business owners also say yumi all expenses play me ta yumi plan them. You make sure say you stick from say you kalsa plu you want something where I save make him say you spend a lot lol something pay you just manage some good business expenses plu you everything should be fine. You know go along with them sometimes also you Malaysian culture also say you say oh me one family one debt low way. Suppose you put you after you want them pusumhan lo money lo business. You also say me up say you talk about them in business me one separate entity and you take them also one different man where you work plo hem no more. But suppose you take them say business me you buy again after you try lo karem expenses plo you lo business by me one or something. But then today you talk about them business expenses plus business no mo pe. Also Mr. Trump lo lingi ko ya from kalsa pluyum ya. Kalsa pluyum emi I make him say you from fashion ya where you Mr. Fashion mo kalsa pluyum say no one family ya me must go carry one something where ikut lo me go through with them lo maybe one married or one dead. You just the important thing is your presence is important lo kalsa. You no thinking so no from semi got business after pami karem. Me want something when me look him love Vanuatu, me make him business. Most businesses always start round from me. And another thing is, all families time only come lo ask him money say from say you look you say you got business, and that is something where me look him say me must educate them all families play me lo lisa understand them say business and totally a different person from you also owner. From suppose you say you know educate them family pa istatalem say you palisas labelem yumi lo tok ya Chinese or Indian well say mane one Chinese or one Indian so lo me look him say emi mo peta yumi educate them all families play me and friends time only come lo ask him money lo yumi say no emi business ya pe emi give me salary plo me and one me kat emena mi sabe give him lo you pe pa yumi tu no sabe pusuman lo business suppose no pa yumi tu make him pa business emi collapse. So, emi want something when we want them.
Thank you, Jackenson. Thank you, Thomas. Me klap laharan point of view lo side lo culture with them business samfla li by hard you try so you want them them culture with them business. But that's going to be a lot of work for you. But suppose you separate them, you want or something you tell them, just educate your family that business is business and business is one separate entity from us. Personal by me take him say by him the best approach whereby it require you less time you maritime culture and business. Some people only make them only maritime culture or business. Maybe it's ikut lol gata pe me klat laharam one where you tell them you need to educate them all families me or you need to educate them others say business and me one separate entity lo Yumi. The Yumi go register one business. It has its own name. It's a Mark Yumi. We have our own name. It's a totally legally separate entity lo you. Huh? So yes, I think this is a very healthy discussion. You Mr. Katlo side lo business. Mami hope say all small business. So the cut time lo watching one you Mr. talk about today. Mo or lilan and plan something out lo one you talk about today.
I think you've been talk about the one episode finish about them open them bank account lo separate one separate bank account lo business.
Yes, but that's
and
a good point too.
Yeah, that's another thing where me come lo make them say you monitor them expense and every expenses with the income but you monitor them lo account ya now separately from yours. from everything by business account by might kat ikam time we by kat checkbook and then by you sum checkbook lehem no mo by you no save pusuman lo account lu and one personal expenses lu by you pusuman lo account lu so plesiana also say by ikam lu you save manage good expenses lu and lo employee by save lookim say lo employee you got small profit start you save make them.
Yeah. That's a good point. Lo open one bank account. I think now full of bank only make me very easy. Lo one business have open one bank account. Before it was really hard. Before it was hard. Lo use have ko lo one bank. Lo ask him lo him register business play you. You open one bank account lo business. But now me very easy. FFC make me very easy. Only stop. But you notice mo kata lol event where you mista katol event ol bot, lista katol boot lol kata lol small event where only make me accessible blue you one small business owner, you save ko register business blue you. From there you go block open one bank account, but you need one business name whereby FFC na by me giving business name ya you. After you go one business license blue you save open one bank account. Yeah. So yes, I think above all. Recording too is very important. You keep your records. You must always keep your records from the place and by him you make them use have a go for it. More you have make a more decision for them one records where you make them.
I made through Velen, yes, recording blue you very important lo side lo expenses from by you have analyze them all expenses blue with them money where you receive him or income blue lo end lo manis after pa you look back you look say okay lo manisya mi make mama's expenses mi make mama's income after pa you sabi look him say okay mi make some lo expenses ya suppose we mi reduce from some lo kita suppose we mi no make from mi no necessary lo mi make or you sabi cut down lem from say you look him say you know or some say you know really need him lo time ya you need him lo next time or you so place na pa you sabi come lo find them out say no you got some expenses when we make them we no should make them time you make them you keep him record lo expenses please but you come lo identify him say necessarily need him lo me make him expenses ya or no. Yes, I mean now want something where also you me to story and lem you me tell them say record keeping and very important lo one business from suppose you know keep him track lo all incomes and expenditures play you by lo employee by you no sabe say how much you start earn them.
Yeah. So variable expenses play now you have play around with them you will
yes
you have reduce them or you have yes so please now you have analyze them lehem. Thank you Jackenson. This episode has been very interesting. You want small business where you start watch. So if you got any questions or any comments, please put them down in the comment section below. And me like clap lo haram or feedback please lo comment section and me show him say you me stop one them build him you me together. Thank you Thomas thank you lo Jackenson we sabi make him time blue too play me stop together lo place mo you me historian lo site lo help him also small business. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you have any questions again, please do not hesitate to put your questions, comments, or feedbacks in the comment section below. Thank you, Jackenson. Me hope discussion with me today and me help them all viewers with me today. Thank you back again.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.